whatever castle this is, I can't help but wonder what life must have been like in medieval times. Because medieval times aren't happening anymore, so wondering is my only option. But just imagine it. Here in this central atrium, the tables laid out for a feast. People are bashing tankards together and laughing. The table is bedecked with haunches of venison, blackbird pie, roast goose inside of a pig, the full works. Little bowl of plums there. Think that's a side dish. Over here, peasants are toying and froying in their finery. A knight clanking by in his armor. In this corner, somebody's playing medieval flute music. And in front of that, a jester jumping up and down in his little bells. There's a big sort of ogre thing watching, enjoying the sight of that. Then, up at this end, the king sitting on his throne next to the queen, a bishop, and a rook. They're watching Merlin getting his head chopped off, which rolls all the way across the floor to there, where some wild boar gobbles it up. Oh, ew, that is disgusting. You're lucky you can't see that. Suddenly, the gaiety is interrupted when the glass in the window shatters and an arrow flies into the room. It thuds into the wall right in the middle of the Bayeux tapestry. Gasps ring out and give way to whispers as Thomas A. Beckett, that's me, pulls the arrow from the wall. The arrow has a message on it. Thomas carefully takes the message off, discards the arrow. Oh, sorry. It's from Robin Hood, threatening revenge on the entire round table for what they did to Gandalf. Another gasp. The jester faints. Worried murmurs fill the air and get louder and turn to screams. It's chaos. The flute goes mental. A dancing bear howls in anguish. Someone starts loading pigs into a catapult. A space invader floats across the room, gripping on a harpsichord made of glass horses onto the floor. Finally, up at this end, the king stands up, bashing his gavel. He shouts, "Order, order!" but in a deep man's voice with the medieval accent. The castle grows silent. You can hear a pin drop, but not literally. "With his head!" shouts the king, and that breaks the ice. Everything's okay again. The jester's back up on his feet. The music's up and running. Everyone's merrily knocking back the mead. Life in the castle is back to normal. Just in time for everyone to suddenly drop dead from plague. Anyway, that's what life was like in my castle. Have you ever really thought about yours?
What the heck is that from?
That is from a show that Wesley and I discovered yesterday called Kunk on Earth. It's a British comedy.
Oh, yeah, that lady's great. She's so dry. She's incredible.
Goodness.
I've seen like bits of her on like TikTok and reels on Facebook. She's amazing.
Yes. Kunk on Earth, CUNK. Hysterical.
What the heck is
What is the actress's
That's her
name?
name.
What is her name? What is her full name though?
On Earth, who's the main character? Diane Morgan.
Yeah, Diane Morgan.
Okay. Yeah, she's great.
My pleasure.
Alexa.
She'll do these bits where she plays like a interviewer interviewing like a real life historian about like some ancient things, and then she'll be like, you know, like something absolutely random, and they'll be like, no, they not really.
That's not how it
didn't.
happened. No.
Are you sure? Because you know,
like retelling or regaling like the story of Henry VIII or something and his many wives, and it would be wrong, like something like that.
Yeah, and then she would be like, do you think he shared his cog piece around, or was it too big to fit anybody? And
His what?
His cog piece.
Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly, like something like that. Yeah, do you think he maybe shared his cog piece, or was that just a him only thing? No, he probably did. And they're real scientists, real historians.
Yeah,
and they're just
historians, archaeologists, yeah. People that work at museums.
Wow. Well, I feel like
It's
maybe
brilliant.
I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a shot because I do like some dry British humor.
Very dry British humor.
I-
And how she maintains a straight face is absolutely incredible.
I'm so excited. Speaking of like British humor, I'm just ready for the next season of the Great British Baking Show, okay? I need that in my life yesterday because it's such a good show. You don't like that show, Brian?
Only girls watch that show.
No, they don't. It's
You need to
so
calm down.
good. It's
Whatever
such a
this
good
is,
show.
You need to calm it down.
Wait,
You
me?
need to watch
I'm
it.
just saying.
Oh, it's such a good show. And if you like British humor, they have British humor and it's the
Well, I
best.
do like British humor.
They're so funny. Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That, episode 153. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
What the curtains?
And we've got KT down below.
Would you say that Jesus Christ was the first victim of cancel culture?
Is that one of the things she says?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Possibly.
No,
Maybe.
no. I need you to look into the camera and say Jesus Christ was the first victim of cancel culture. Like that camera right over there. No.
No. And I'm Ileana, your
Possibly.
host. Possibly. I'm Ileana,
Possibly.
your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, movies, video games, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome, guys. We took another week break. It seems like we've been doing
It's
this.
always my fault. I'm sorry. guys.
Yeah. Katie schedules too many vacations.
I'm
it's
going
you-
away next week also.
Yeah, it's you who's scheduling them, right?
But
You-
we'll be here.
What?
Okay. Anyways, I am in a new setup. If you can tell, I think we're all in a new setup except Katie. Brian's in a new setup. I'm in a new setup. I was banished to the basement, so no, I'm joking.
About time.
I chose the basement, but now I can have Pluto here with me again. Wait, hang on. He is being so cute. Look at him. He's gonna sleep the whole time in his little chair. It's the best thing ever. But anyways, let's jump into the news. But first, if you're not subscribed to the Bump That channel, okay, that means you are not part of the siblingship. And what do we always say? You can't joke around with us if you're not part of the siblingship. Look in that camera right now and tell me that you don't want to be part of the siblings. Do it right now. I bet you won't. So hit that subscribe button and become a sibling today. All right. And also, leave some comments. We love to read what you guys think about the episodes, that you guys are either laughing or crying or disagreeing or yelling at Ileana, because that's usually what people write in the dang comments. All these siblings I've got, but you know what? They can yell at me because they hit the subscribe button. So you know what? I can yell back at you. All right.
That's usually what it sounds like too.
It does. That they know because they're part of the siblings. It sounds like necky.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and jump into the news. Speaking of necky,
More on Neki later.
we will be talking about Super Nintendo games in the chunk, so stay tuned for that. However, let's get into the news. A lot has happened. All right, Gladiator 2 trailer.
Not really.
I mean,
Past few weeks have been pretty rough for news.
yes. Brian, we're trying to sell a show here. Come on.
I know, but for all the scraping of the barrel of news, you come to the right place.
Yeah. All right. Gladiator 2 trailer is released. All right. It's directed by Ridley Scott. We love him, I guess.
Most
With
of the time.
yeah,
Yep.
with Denzel Washington, which I was like, is that Denzel? That's Denzel, right?
Oh, you can't deny.
Papa Denzel.
Exactly.
Papa Denzel, I love you.
Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, and Connie Nielsen.
Connie Nielsen Mescal.
Mescal, yeah. We've
Mescal.
got Denzel Washington Scal, Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, and Connie Nielsen Scal. So it's gonna be great. When is oh, you said the trailer was released. Do we have a release date for the movie?
Yeah, it's coming out in I think it's November 22nd. If
okay.
you look at the next news bit, yeah, it's
So that's
man.
well, that's okay. Hang on, that's gonna be our Thanksgiving release. Then that's gonna be our Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah,
Along
it's gonna
with
make a ton of money.
Okay, the same release date as the live action film version of Wicked, and is billed to be this year's Barbenheimer. Now, that could happen.
Wicked is gonna be huge.
But I think
That'll make a ton of money too.
But I think the thing with with Barbenheimer was that it was in the summer. And so everybody had like their free time or whatever, you know, and they were looking for something to latch onto.
Good point.
So that's why Barbenheimer was like the thing.
Latch onto.
Latch onto. And I don't know.
You pregnant?
No. What would the Gladiator Wicked movie be then? What would like that sandwich name be?
Wicked Gladiator.
That does sound like a killer sandwich. The Wicked Gladiator.
Wicked Gladiator.
Dang, I bet that's covered in red vinegar.
Wickedator 2.
Wickedator 2? No, Gladicated 2. Gladicated.
You heard it here first. We coined it. Copyright.
Wickedator.
Every time somebody says it, 10 cents.
Yeah. Wickedator 2. Gladicated 2. Yeah, so that will be coming to theaters near you this November. What are you gonna watch? Or are you gonna do a double feature like I did with the Barbenheimer stuff? You guys didn't do that.
No.
Heck no. I don't have 5 hours to blow like
That
that.
was rough. I'm telling you that the amount of times I had to pee because I had a giant bucket of popcorn and a giant root beer. I was like, oh, I gotta go again.
For the release date is November 22nd, by the way.
Okay, November 22nd.
Nice. Nailed it.
That's a Friday.
So yeah, I guess I don't know. They're both very
They're
different
gonna make
movies.
a ton of money.
Thanksgiving,
What?
by the way.
What?
Thanksgiving is supposed to be the Thanksgiving is supposed to be the third week of November. It's
Yeah.
the last week of November.
Really?
Who
Man, I'm
decides?
sick of this, man.
Man,
I'm sick of it.
boycott.
Figure it out.
Boycott.
Thanksgiving is actually probably my least favorite holiday.
What?
Flag Day.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Before I celebrate.
Katie.
Communist, dude.
Dude.
No.
The Pilgrims, the Native Americans.
Listen, I will watch that Charlie Brown special every year like I do. I watch
Your husband loves a pumpkin pie.
You might as well celebrate Arbor Day then.
No, listen.
Go
Wesley
pick
had
a
a
apple
apple pie
tree.
like 2 weeks ago. He just bought one and ate it himself for like breakfast. Okay, he can have
No.
pumpkin pie whenever he wants.
It's so gross.
Jeez.
It's
Oh my
disgusting.
gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
so these
so
are my
that's
eyes.
not even it.
So
You
this
guys
is my
gotta watch himself.
Oh
No,
my
you know,
gosh.
He just needs that little thing that we all need.
Okay,
That little
real-
thing to cut the edge. You know?
Real quick, I feel like this is very off topic, but on the same line with holidays. Does your birthday count as a holiday, in your opinion?
No.
Frick, no, because I gotta work.
No.
What?
I work almost every birthday.
I always
take
say-
a day off for my birthday.
I take mine off every year.
In fact, my birthday this year falls on a freaking Monday.
My birthday is my favorite holiday, and I always take it off. I'm like, I'm not coming to work to see y'all people. So you can make me angry on my day. Now, the worst holiday I celebrated this year was Valentine's Day because I had to go to the dentist
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and get some teeth drilled and stuff on that day.
oh gosh, that just reminded me of another story.
And then, wait, real quick. And then, as I'm walking out the door, one of the receptionist ladies is like, "Would you like a chocolate?" And I'm like, "Girl, that's what got me here in the first place. Take your chocolates out of here."
So Ileana and I go to the same dentist, and they do give you like a little box of chocolates. Like, I think they also give you one around Christmas time. So, no, but really quick, we are so off topic, but
Yeah.
Ileana just reminded me.
It's okay.
Tell Ileana. Speaking of the dentist and candy,
Oh gosh.
so the reason why we didn't record last week is we were on vacation. Wesley and I were on vacation with his family, his whole family. And I offered, I'm not going to say who, I offered a specific member of his family. Ileana knows who I'm talking about. Twizzlers. Twizzlers are my favorite candy. And she was so negative the whole trip. So I offer her this candy. She's like,
So it's a woman.
yeah, she said.
How many women's did you go with?
Well, 3 actually. And she said, no thanks. I don't want it to rip out one of my 20 crowns. And I'm like, damn. Like, give me a break, woman.
Oh my gosh.
Kid, you just had to know. Ileana's in the know. But
Yeah, no. That's like me though. I got those rainbow Twizzlers the other day, and I had to stash them
Ooh.
up high so that my kids
are
can't
good.
get them because they're thieves. I'm like, no one's
Yeah,
taking
but
Twizzlers!
eventually they're just gonna push a chair right there and. there you
No,
go.
because never mind. I'm not even getting into it.
we are so off topic.
Off topic, but guys, go see Gladiator 2 when it comes out. Or
Get some Twizzlers on me.
Wickedator. Yeah, which name do you like best? Leave it in the
Wicked
comments.
Gladiator.
Anyways, here's another. What? Shrek 5 will be released in theaters July 2026. So in 2 years, okay? Eddie Murphy, Mike Myers, and Cameron Diaz are returning for their voice. What the heck can they possibly do with this story? What, like Shrek's got teenagers now, and they're going through their,
Oh.
you can't tell me what to do, Dad. And it's all 3 of them. And Shrek's like, enough of this.
Wait, are you Russian? You sounded like Despicable Me. You sounded like Gru there.
Fiona. I don't know. And he's like,
really
oh,
bad
come
at
on, Shrek.
Shrek.
Just let the kids eat whatever they want. I don't know. Is that that's my donkey?
What now? Donkey's a country?
Wait, then you do your best donkey impersonation.
Donkey's from Tennessee now or something. Hey, Shrek. Why don't you just let the kids do whatever they want to do?
Okay, that was better. Katie, now you
Shrek?
do it. You do it like you know it's better.
I know I can't, but that was really bad.
What, mine? Oh, Shrek, come on. Let them do whatever they want to do.
Let them do whatever they want to do.
Whatever they want to do. That's how you sound. Let them do whatever they want to do. Childish. Come on, Shrek.
Come on, Shrek.
We
Let
have a
those
drink,
kids.
buddy.
Let those kids do whatever they want to do. Is that better?
That did sound better. Now Brian sounds like a bad Bill Cosby.
The banana pudding.
I'm just doing what Ileana was doing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Shrek 5, don't know what that story is going to be about. Have we looked
I
that
am
up?
there.
Do you know what
I'm
it's
so
about?
there.
Is there like a...
No, nobody knows.
Okay.
That's just the initial.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I did see that picture. It's just a 5 with 2 little Shrek ears on it, so that's all we got.
It's crazy because now that Inside Out 2 is now Pixar's most profitable film,
yeah.
and now they're going to just focus on making sequels. DreamWorks is like, oh shoot, we need to probably do the same thing, keep making sequels of all these other
Especially-
films that we've done.
Especially since Kung Fu Panda 4 did not do well at all. Like, I wonder if it did well box office wise, however, story wise and like reception wise, not well. Not good.
I don't think anybody cared.
Kate, ask Alexa, how much money did Kung Fu Panda 2 make domestic?
Alexa, how much money did Kung Fu Panda
4.
4 make domestically? That's nothing.
Yeah, 6 million? Is that what it said?
No, 100 and
Less than 200 mil.
Yeah.
I think it was less than 200
Yeah,
million domestic,
which is
which is
abysmal.
Yeah,
that
because
probably
now
that's probably what it costs to make.
because now these movies are like reaching billion almost. So almost dollars billion.
Yeah.
Worldwide. No way.
2 billion worldwide?
No way.
No.
I think
That can't
so.
be true.
That might be true.
Oh my gosh, no, there's no way. $2 billion?
More research is needed.
I think so.
1 billion as of 9 hours
Yeah,
ago.
it's made over $1 billion easy.
1 billion.
Worldwide box.
Okay.
Yeah, Inside Out 2 becomes Pixar's biggest movie ever at box office.
Now, I get that, but not 2 billion.
1 million. Or billion, 1 billion.
Now, Despicable Me 4 debuted with 122.6 million, and that's something that I wanted to go see myself.
Yeah, Despicable Me.
Go see that on Saturday. On Saturday, I'm going to go see Princess Mononoke. I should make it a double feature.
How did Pixar? How did Garfield do?
That
Do we
I think
care?
that made it made it to 80 million, I think. Yeah. No, for goodness sakes, please. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was like, what is that sound?
I didn't hear
100,000.
What?
100,000.
No, not 100,000. 100,000?
It said 100,000. I heard Alexa say it.
Hear her again. Alexa, how much money did Garfield the movie make?
Which one?
21 million. That can't be right.
No, that
No,
That's
they
not-
could not have made that much. Man, Alexa, stop
I was-
fudging numbers. $2 billion? Alexa is fudging. But anyways, while Katie looks up some stuff, so Shrek 5, that's in 2 years. Whoopie-doo, that's your summer movie, okay? Moving on. Spider Noir, a Spider-Verse series.
Oh,
Wait, really quick.
It made 244.9 million worldwide.
2?
which one?
The Garfield movie.
Yeah, that's global.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
And-
That's actually pretty good for
On a 60 million budget, so it got it back.
Yeah.
That was enough
It's
to
not-
shine the shoes of Chris Pratt. Anyways.
But my question is, so remember, it's crazy when you think about it that the audience that grew up with Shrek came out in 2000. Is that right? Or 2001?
2001. It beat Monsters Inc.
2001.
Mm-hmm.
So can you believe that first Shrek came out in 2001? Shrek 2 2004, Shrek 3 2007, Shrek 4 was like 2011, 2010, something like that.
I'll look it up.
Can you believe that we're like, dang, just like that, Shrek 5.
And we're hungry
So
for
everybody
more.
that grew up with it
2010.
is like,
Let's
like,
go.
now they're
Another
old enough-
one.
They're old enough to drink now, you know.
Go into the theater buzzed. Watching Shrek 5, a child's movie, and be like, let's go.
Can't we settle this over a pint?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not just a child's movie.
The silence.
What a load
Being
of crap!
compensated for something.
That's what they need again. They need that type of spunk again. That. And from the first one. They need that same spunk again for it to really hit home with all of us
Oh
again.
man, I hope they do an homage to Smash Mouth. That's what they should do.
Yeah. Oh, but the guy, didn't he die?
That's why they
That's
would
why
do
I
an
said
homage.
homage. Sister.
Oh,
my
I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry. No, that completely.
Get her out of
No,
here.
that wasn't your fault. That was my fault because you said Smash
We
Mouth.
know
Yes, obviously, that's why I'm yelling at you.
I was thinking, well, that'd be cool if he had like a cameo or something. And I was like, oh wait, he's dead. Right?
No, he's not.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was thinking.
Are you
Ow!
sick?
Someone get her out of here. Are there fiends in your basement?
Anyways, go see friggin' Shrek 5 in 2 years. If we're still here, Bump That will be there. Maybe. If they keep yelling at me like this, maybe I'll quit. Anyways, moving on. Spider Noir. I just love that. Spider Noir, a Spider-Verse series, has been greenlit for Amazon Prime. I wonder why Prime and not Netflix. Because the Spider-Verse...
Maybe Sony.
The Spider-Verse movies were on Netflix. So that's interesting. Anyways, and Disney has a Spider-Man property as well.
Everybody's got a little bit of Spider-Man.
Okay. Well, anyways, for Amazon Prime, and we'll have Nicolas Cage returning. Oh, that's interesting. Returning to voice the titular black and white Spider-Man character. No, I'm only saying that because it's like, how big is this show going to be, you know? Is it going to be like, is it going to be...
Keep reading. Keep reading, and it'll help explain.
Phil Lord, Chris Miller, and Amy Pascal, another Scal, the original develops of Spider-Verse films, will produce the Brendan Gleeson... Wait, and Brandon...
There's an and! Oh my gosh!
You know what? You read it!
Developers of the Spider-Verse films will produce, and Brendan Gleeson will be voicing the story's villain, with new girls Lamorne Morris playing Robbie Robertson from the comics.
Robbie Robertson Scow.
No, what I'm saying is... Yeah, you've got the original developers, whatever. They do that all the time. But they usually get a lesser known voice actor similar to the voice to play the character. They don't actually get the real character themselves or like the voice
Nick
actor.
Cage will do anything for $1 these days.
And he puts out lots of weird content.
Okay. That's the only reason why I said that is because usually they'll get like not a look-alike but a voice alike. You know, to not
and
have
plus,
to pay him so much.
Doing a voice for a TV show, it's like you work, a couple weekends and then it's done.
Well, that's why
10-hour days and it's no big deal. It's easy.
That's why I was gonna say too. Is it gonna be sort of like an Invincible type of thing where you've got, J.K. Simmons, one of the greatest actors, voicing Omni-Man? Is it going to be something similar to
these days? All this animated stuff, you don't get those schmoes anymore. These guys to Jennifer.
The voice alikes.
What's her name?
Jennifer Hale?
Yeah, you barely get her to do anything. If you get Jennifer Hale, it's like, oh wow. But these days, no, you got to get like a name. You got to get Olivia Munn. Do something.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sandra Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Kate Beckinsale, some crap like that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Are you guys gonna check it out?
Nah.
Now, if it was John Mulaney as the Porky Pig Spider-Man, Spider Pig,
John Mulaney.
we'll watch that one.
Say it again.
We'd watch that one. Or that weird futuristic anime chick with her spider thing. Techno spider, whatever. I'd watch that. But Spider Noir, it's giving Batman. I don't know. It's kind of Batman-esque.
I'd have to see commercials for it. Season 13, I think, of Futurama was announced. Season 12, one of the two.
Yes.
It looks amazing.
How are they still going with that show?
Because it is much beloved.
There's a wealth of, just like how the Simpsons continue to exist.
But I'm like, who are the people? Because like in my everyday life, I never hear anyone talking about, did you guys catch the next Futurama episode? Except you. You're the only person I know who, and that's not a bad thing, but you're the only person I ever hear say that they watch Futurama. I never hear anyone else.
I think it's kind of a Rick and Morty. It's kind of a Rick and Morty thing. Like how, 5 years ago, everybody talked about Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty was like the greatest thing. Back in the day, everybody talked about Futurama. It has a cult following. It's definitely a cult following sort of thing. And it has its fans that continue to be there. But
Yeah, obviously, it's. I mean, these days there's such a wealth of junk out there that, you know, yeah, it's just there, and I mean, it's good stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I was just like, where are you guys?
And there's always new pop culture references to be made and made fun of, and just Futurama is so good at doing that, about skewering our modern day set in, you know, whatever future 1,000 years it is.
Yeah, they are pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, so Futurama, Spider Noir, some animated content for you.
All I want to know is when we get to it is when is Spider-Verse 3 coming? Because I don't know anything about that, and that's what I want.
Yeah, they left us hanging.
Cliffhanger here. I'm on a cliffhanger, and I want Spider-Verse 3, bruh.
Yeah, and there's been no sign of anything about the third one. Nothing. So.
When is Rings of Power coming out?
This
August.
fall. Yeah.
Okay.
August.
Mm-hmm. So I guess technically summer. But yeah, very soon. It's coming very soon. I've been seeing it everywhere plastered. Rings of Power! Rings of Power! It's coming! Blah! I'm like, okay.
Who is the big tall guy? Is it Gandalf?
Who is he?
Somebody else.
Oh,
Just follow your nose.
just what? Follow your nose, like
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Come on.
No. Lucky Charms.
Yeah, he said like follow your nose.
That's
like
Toucan Sam.
Oh!
Let's yell at her some more. That's
oh my gosh! You knew at least what I was talking about, the cereal, you know. That's Toucan Sam! You know nothing! You lit liquor!
Well, you said it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Anyways.
Toucan, man, he had some good days back in the day. He was making money, bro.
He had
Those
nephews.
commercials.
He did
He
have
had
nephews. Yeah.
They were like
They would
Scrooge
go-
McDuck nephews.
Yeah. They kind of were in
Wait,
hindsight.
who's better? Toucan Sam or Tony the Tiger?
Toucan Sam.
Well, who'd win in a fight?
That's
Tony!
Okay, it's a tiger versus
A
a
bird.
bird.
But Tony's been using those steroids, bro.
so you know
He's
that
roided
No.
up.
those muscles aren't real,
If
bro.
if you go back 20 plus years on collegehumor.com, there was
Oh, really?
cereal
A bit?
rehab, like cereal mascot rehab.
Oh my gosh.
And the therapist was like, "How are those antidepressants working for you, Tony?" He's like, "They're great." And he tears up.
Oh my
And
gosh.
They're like, "Oh, but make sure you don't associate with Toucan Sam." And then he's like, "I'm back. Follow your nose."
Oh man.
He right into a fan and he
I'll be researching that one after this episode ends.
oh, it's ancient. That's like ancient archival internet.
I'm sure you
It's
can
like
find
2004
anything
YouTube
these
stuff,
days.
yeah.
You can find anything these days.
It's
Actually,
still so good.
another tangent. I just introduced my boys to Vitas from early
Oh,
YouTube
gosh.
days. Do you remember Vitas, Brian?
No.
He's a Russian
Singer who had that woman's voice. Like he could hit
Okay,
a really high
well,
octave.
Oh, the one that be like,
Yeah.
like that one.
Yes.
and Katie would show me that, be like, this guy's voice is the voice of an angel, and he'd be like, and he'd be wearing like this black tight leather
Yeah.
pants and everything. Oh yeah, that's
So,
his name? Vitas?
Vitas.
Vitas.
And so I introduced the boys to that one. And I played in the car for them now. And I'm like,
Does that guy
boys,
still kick around? Still kicking
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
But I'm like, boys, this is when the internet was new and everything was
Uncharted
fresh.
territory.
We just posted and watched anything.
I didn't work for 2 weeks.
My gosh.
I
So
didn't leave my house.
yeah. I'm like, remember Charlie the Unicorn? Remember Salad Fingers? Yeah, that was fresh YouTube. Brand spanking new. Here's the internet. Newground stuff,
Oh.
exactly.
Gosh.
So, yeah. The Stickman fighting videos, those were good. Ninja fighting, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Oh, you know what? This one actually made me kind of like, aw. You know, it's the end of an era. It's the end. John Cena has announced his retirement from the WWE and confirmed that his final match will take place at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas next year.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, oh.
Now, is it real or fake? Because Wesley and I were watching wrestling a few months ago, and AJ Styles, who's actually from Gainesville, Georgia, where I am at right now, he was announcing his retirement. He was in a suit. We're talking about it like a gigantic man in like a tiny suit.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's tearing up, and he's like, you know, I'm a father, and I've been just watching my children grow, and I want to spend the rest of my life getting to know them and not having to travel around the world and all that.
Oh, I saw that too.
There's a man that I want to give it up to. He's right over here, and I just want to tell him how much I get in here. And there's another wrestler that came in. He's also wearing. They're crying. They are hugging. They're saying how much they love each other.
Yes.
And then,
goodness.
And then right out of nowhere, AJ Styles goes bam, like smashes him into the ground. And they're like, whoa, what's going on? What's happening? And they start wrestling. They throw themselves off of the ring. And Wesley and I are like, what's happening? They went from like, I love you, brother, like, Godspeed. You know,
why are they talking like Randy Savage?
Let's give him one last show, bro.
Wesley and I were like, what? So,
Stunner!
You made them sound like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Because they are macho men.
Yeah. But John Cena, he's gonna be done. That's so sad.
Yeah, for 5 years, and then he'll come back just like The Rock. And
he's not Tom Brady. I mean, come on. Speaking of, is he gonna be playing this year? Is he like
no?
Is he done?
Come on, dude.
That's a question because I didn't know the answer.
He's gonna be in the Fox booth. He's gonna be calling games.
I won't be watching him. I will be watching my other guy, the Paytons. Okay, those Payton brother dudes. Love them. Those both of them.
No, Brady will do. Brady has Sundays, Sunday afternoon games. Yeah.
I'm so excited for football. It's getting closer.
Tony has CBS Sunday games.
Yeah.
Tony Romo?
Yes.
Then the Mannings do Monday nights. Manning cast. That's Monday nights.
Yeah.
And,
I love watching them.
Greg Olson. What is Greg Olson?
Yeah, Greg Olson he's now second tier.
That's fine. He was kind of like, meh.
What? How, man, you don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
Listen, he was very knowledgeable, yes, but entertaining, no.
Greg Olson, not to mention, he's so manly and so handsome, but that guy is great. Great. I love those guys. I thought Greg Olson was awesome. I mean, I'm going to do, but props to Olson. He was incredible. He got the call on the Super Bowl, and he did great. But I'm a Troy Aikman, Joe Buck kind of guy, so you know.
Joe Buck, yeah.
There you go.
We can agree on Joe Buck.
Yeah, he's my favorite. That's the other Monday night call on ESPN.
I can't wait for football. I'm very excited. I'm super excited.
Oh, and opening up this week, I didn't put this in the doc, but Netflix's wide receiver show, must watch.
Oh, you've already watched
Deebo
it?
Samuel. No, it opens up Friday. I just said it opens up this weekend. George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think you're just watch Netflix.
No, George
those
Kittle.
Are real people.
Oh my gosh, Hunter is gonna love this because George Kittle is one of his favorite players. He's such a character.
Yeah, he's cool.
And Justin Jefferson is amazing. So I'm excited.
He's cool. He's a nice guy.
That's gonna be great. Friday. Okay, now I know what I'm doing Friday. Oh wait, Katie and Wesley are coming over Friday. Cancel that. No, I'm kidding. We can watch it together. over some spaghetti.
Oh, is that what you're making?
La 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 la
Bunch of
la.
peasants.
Spaghetti. All right, that was my last news. Do you guys have anything to say for yourselves? Yelling at me this whole time.
Get it right.
Oh, by the way, also watch the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show on Netflix too. It's really good. Some good quality entertainment right there.
Is that one out?
That one's out. It's currently out.
Joking, 'cause
Recommend. It's really good.
It's good.
I know. I'm joking because I've been yelled at this whole time.
Some real athletes there.
Yeah, I saw people posting on TikTok that they watched the series, and then they're like, guys, I'm gonna try out for the Cowboys cheerleading," and then they're like doing their high kicks, and it's like incredible, and they're like, "Will I make the team?" So that was pretty funny. But it's men. Like the TikToks that I'm watching are men trying out for the cheerleading. It's not women, so it makes it even funnier because they're like, "Woo!" Look at their legs up there. Like, yes, dude, you will be great on the Cowboys cheerleading team. Do it. Go for
I
it.
wouldn't mind some male cheerleaders on like basketball or football. They could do like
Not Dallas. It's a very conservative town. Very conservative town.
It's
So
Texas.
I think they'll allow that.
No, like not even in a flamboyant way. Just like, get it, girl, yeah! Rip their heads off! You can do it!
Oh my gosh. They're water guns, water pistols, or fireworks shoot out of them or something.
America! Get it, girl! Yeah! Like, yes! Show me those kinds of cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, you know what?
Bear now. Bear now. Bear now.
Why is it Vietnam?
Yeah, that's it. That's how you sing that song. All right. Anyways, it's time for the chunk zone.
Oh, chunk.
It's very
So
chunky.
chunky.
Super chunk. Anyways, we're going to be ranking the best Super Nintendo games. All right. Now, Brian, this is an opinion.
Did you just rapture?
What is it?
Down at my paper for a second, and then you weren't there, and I'm like, did he rapture?
Oh, I wish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus! Finally, I'm coming to see you. It's about time, baby. It's about time. You don't know what I put up. These people, they're so mean. They're so mean.
Amen, bro.
I wish it's me. Thank you that it's just me and nobody else. Oh, you left my mama and my sisters and the wife. Oh, thank God you left the wife. Oh, have mercy.
Goodness
All
gracious. That was so loud. Oh, that's why it was
I'll
like,
take it, say it louder, man.
amen, brother, amen. Anyways, no, I was saying, Brian, you can't get mad at Sister Katie because this is an opinion.
The right answers.
And no. Brian got mad at you for Angry Beavers like 2 years ago.
We gotta be careful how we say that. We gotta. What beavers are they talking about?
My abs hurt. They hurt. I'm gonna wake up.
You gotta get some context. Nickelodeon's Angry Beavers, a show about two angry mammals.
My abs hurt so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Katie, Brian, shut your butthole. I'm so glad I was moved to the basement so I don't have to scream like this and Hunter be like, "What did I marry?" He was like, "I bet I can still hear you from upstairs."
He's thinking that. That's okay.
He can still hear me from upstairs going, "Ah! Ah!" Oh my gosh, my abs hurt. All right, so this will be the order that we're going in. Brian, me, and then Katie, and then I'll be picking 3. Okay, but this is Super Nintendo games.
Except Katie. Katie gets a special pick since she's always the middle kid.
Man,
She plays the most Super Nintendo, and she plays the most Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm a nice brother.
yeah, that's fair because we had to have another extra one, and she is usually the forgotten one, not the extra one. So
Yes, as she should be.
yeah, forgotten about. Hey, all you middle child
Passed over.
siblings, relate with your sister here. Relate with her.
It's all right.
Look her in the eyes and relate with her.
They don't need to.
They can't
They
see
already
them.
know. You know it's bad. They're actually open right now.
Are you sure?
Hold up fingers. 5, 3, 1.
My urge to do a middle finger was so strong just now. I'm not like that though, but for the bit. Anyways, okay, get back on track. Katie, stop screwing around. It's all your fault, middle child. All right, we are going to be ranking the Super Nintendo games from top 10 being the best that it could be to like number 1 being the best. So there are a lot of games for the Super Nintendo. So let's go ahead and start with Brother Brian.
Okay, for my first pick of the best Super Nintendo games of all time, I'm going to go down the list of the ones that I like the most. Hopefully none of you pick mine. I'm going to go to Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
I would put that up higher.
Great one. It's great.
I'm going to go with that one. It's such a fun action game. It's fun just playing all the characters. Chun-Li, Blanca, Hayukin, Ken. Of all the names, Ken, Ryu,
His name.
Kenny, Kenneth,
Ken.
Kenneth Tanaka. Okay. Anyways,
Tanaka.
yeah. How many blonde Japanese guys are there? That's what I want to know. I thought it was Canadian.
In the game, Ken is from America. He's from the USA.
Yeah.
But in
That was
British
He's
culture-
Canadian.
No, he's USA. He has an
I
army
think in-
uniform
I
on.
think
No, that's Guile.
That's
Oh.
guile. He's got a lot of guile.
Ileana, Brian,
Oh, is Ken-
yell at her some more.
Is Ken the one in the red?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenny
Kenny boy.
Jones.
Kenny boy. Kenny
Kenny
Jones.
Smith. Anyways, M Bison. Yeah, cool. Zangief.
Zangief.
Anyways, so many great characters. Fun game. What you say? Saget? Bob Saget? Anyways, so many fun characters. Fun game to play.
Yeah, he's American. He is
Street Fighter
American.
2 Turbo.
In universe.
Oh, that was Canadian.
I was confirming!
Maybe he's from Toronto.
He's American!
It's like half Canadian, half American.
It doesn't say Canada. It says USA.
Ew. Nobody would pick him then, definitely, if he was. Anyway, so there you go.
That
can
is
definitely see it.
blindingly white.
There we go. Origin. United States.
Yes.
Nationality. American.
I know.
All right, number 10. Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Brian was still talking! All right, anyways, my pick, okay? I am going to go with... Because I don't feel like this needs to be super... I don't think this needs to be much lower on the list because I think there are other better ones. I'm going to go with Tetris Attack.
Ooh. I wouldn't have put that
Dang,
in
still one of mine.
I
would.
would, definitely.
Absolutely.
I would absolutely. However, I don't think it needs to
100%.
be any closer to the bottom. You know, I think 9 is a good spot for it.
I think
Yeah,
that's a good
say
spot.
that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now,
It's a great game, but I don't think it needs to be, any lower.
It is a reskinned game. Tetris Attack is the Western title, and they put Yoshi and characters from
Mario and Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, Yoshi's Island. Made it westernized, which I thought was a good move.
Love it.
The original name, I can't remember the original name, but it was a bunch of fairies.
Yeah, they were really cute. So that one is the one that's on Nintendo Online for the SNES, and you can play that one on the Switch. And it has the little fairy girls, and they're like, "Ah, get that!" It's really cute. So it has the original Japanese voice acting, Japanese text, and everything with the original girls on there. Super cute. All of like the background art is the same. And the music is the same. It's literally just the characters have been changed out. And the story.
Banger of music. Like,
so good.
Wow.
Oh, I'm just thinking about the music. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun.
Oh, I know what he's doing. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's like the Raven. The Raven
Yeah,
one?
I knew. I knew what you were doing, but you were not doing it well. Like my impersonation.
That's Mary
Yoshi right now. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's Poochie's theme.
I thought that was the flying Eggler.
No, that's Poochie's, the dog.
Oh.
But yeah, so I'm going Tetris Attack.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful competitive game that you can play by yourself or co-op, and it is so much fun. The amount of hours we played on that game, and our mother still would play it to this day if I was at home to play with her.
Oh my gosh, my thumbnail is broken. So I can't.
Gross.
Ew.
Gross.
Disgusting.
All right, but
Anyways,
it's your pick now, bro.
yeah, it's your turn.
Our first two picks are sequels.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait. I put Tetris Attack 2. It's just Tetris Attack. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. Tetris 2
Yeah.
is the sequel thing.
And that came out earlier, much earlier.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. Sorry. I apologize.
This is gonna be. This is gonna be slightly controversial, but if you've played it, this is no argument. Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Wow, that is controversial. That is.
Because it should be higher. But arcade classic brought to the SNES. Great. That's dead. Great game. Great co-op. Just beat 'em up game that's loads of fun. That is Turtles in Time.
Nice.
Super
I-
challenging at times.
That was a left field pick. I did not see that one coming into the top 10 at all.
I didn't
So,
either.
yeah, that's
But
interesting.
it deserves to be there.
Angry Beavers yet again.
No.
No,
No.
I'm not.
Oh,
It's
okay,
fine.
okay.
That's fair. We all know Angry Beavers was a bad choice. This is fair. We all know it's okay.
All
All right.
Right, it's you again.
So we had Super Street Fighter number 10, Tetris Attack number 9, number 8, Turtles in Time, Ninja Turtles. Let's see. I thought this is gonna be. I thought this is my controversial pick.
Okay.
But it's a fun game all around. Lion King.
It is so much fun.
It is fun.
It is so much fun.
It's a fun game. It's got a good challenge. The Stampede sequence is a lot of fun. It's very cool.
It can be challenging.
Yeah,
It is hard.
it is a hard game. I don't think I've ever beaten it all the way. I never got to Scar. I never got. Yes. And the funny part is when the exile part, when Scar tells the hyenas, kill him.
Kill him.
And then
Yeah.
the hyena's like,
Yeah.
oh man. And then you get to play as Timon and Pumbaa in a couple of mini games. That's a lot of fun too. Yeah.
Those were really fun. And the music was great in that one too.
The
Oh
best
man!
part
And
was
the
when-
animation of Simba punching the animal when he gets older Simba, and he's just like grabbing and just be like, push, push, push. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
The funniest part to me is when you play as adult Simba and you die. You're like, "Ta-na-na-na." He throws his body like,
Yeah, it's so dramatic. He's like tosses himself.
Oh,
like,
and then dust comes up that says 6.
Oh my gosh.
stop. No.
No, the way
Classic.
the way baby Simba dies, he like looks like he's smiling and then goes,
He got knocked out.
He just like fades down to the
Now,
ground.
some cool trivia about that. That game was in development at the same time that the movie was, and in the movie,
Really? I did not know that.
yeah, and in the movie they were going to put like jaguars or those things that you beat up as adult Simba.
Yeah.
But then they took them out at the last minute, which is why
Interesting.
they're in there in the game, but
Not
sure.
in the movie.
Yeah.
I love the
That's fair.
elephant graveyard section. That's great. The wildebeest stampede.
yeah.
That part's really good too. With the music, the
yeah,
da, 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 their voices.
The worst part is when you're going up the Hakuna Matata level, you're going up the waterfall and those little Vienna sausages, you know what I mean? And
Cool.
you just keep
Cool.
falling down the waterfall. You're like, son of a. It is the worst. That is the worst.
All right, so next.
It was almost tied with Aladdin. Aladdin 2.
Monkey butt.
Aladdin is a lot of fun. And
no.
you know what was bad? Jungle Book was really hard. That game was like ridiculous hard.
Listen,
But
Wesley
King was the
bought me-
best.
Wesley bought me a compilation game for the Switch of all 3 of those games. Lion King, beat it no problem.
Yeah.
Cousin Fidel, Wesley, and I were trying to play Aladdin. That is an unplayable game. It is unplayable.
Really?
They added in a feature where if you make a mistake, you can like rewind to a certain section. You hold down like both trigger buttons and it just goes and it takes you back to wherever you want to stop it at because it was so unforgiving.
Oh man.
We eventually beat Aladdin. You guys will have to like see because
The Dark Souls of the SNES.
It was because it was so cheaply made, so poorly
Yeah.
made.
Oh.
Jungle Book was made a little bit better, but Aladdin is unplayable. Unplayable.
Dang.
Man. All right, moving on. I think this one deserves its number 6 spot. I think this is a good place to put it. Donkey Kong Country 3.
Wow.
That's a controversial one.
I'm hoping
This
that you guys
is-
put the other ones lower
We're getting tight. It's
because I think they all
tight.
deserve to be there, truthfully.
Woo!
Oh man, I don't know if we're gonna
Listen,
make it, guys.
I love me some DKC3. I love it.
I never
lots of
beat
cool
it.
mechanics.
That game is hard
Are
too.
you serious, Brian?
That game
What's
is
up with
difficult.
you?
It is. No, I
long.
agree. That one
It's
is
a
hard.
long, difficult game. I
That
think
one
it's the
is
hardest
much
of all 3.
hardest. I agree wholeheartedly.
Much hardest, yes.
I beat the second one with no problem. The first one still gives me some troubles, but the third one, absolutely not. I could never beat 3. Ever.
You got to find all the crap too, and it's
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of both of you.
it's a pain in the neck.
So I'm going to put Donkey Kong
Fair
Country
enough.
3. I feel like I have the most fond memories of that one. I played 1 a lot, and I played 2. I beat 2 on my Game Boy many years ago. It was a Game Boy Color, and I beat that one. But I feel like I have the most fun playing DK3. Not most fun. The most fondest memories.
I have 3 left.
All right, I'm put DK3. Got it. So
Okay.
we're up to number 5.
Yep.
Top 5.
I only get one more.
We're getting
I'm
really
gonna
tight here. This is
This is tough. I'm gonna give it to.
who's gonna pick a Zelda game? That's what I want to know.
I'm thinking about that.
Not me.
It's
I have never played a Zelda game on the SNES, so I am not that. Even though I'm the Zelda girl, it ain't me.
I'm going to give it to Yoshi's Island. I'm going to put Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi's Island. Okay. I'm surprised that unless you're saving it, that RPG
I
7
know,
stars.
I've got it here.
Write that down. Okay. No.
Too late.
I know.
Whoa!
Ruins
I
it.
even have it right here, girl.
Listen, I'm also being fair. Just because it's my favorite doesn't mean that it is the best. Doesn't mean it's.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
you gotta take that into account, man. You gotta take
I
it into
know.
account.
Listen, you all know I finally got Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars for my Switch. I'm already on my second playthrough. I've only had it for like 2 weeks.
And you still don't have Pikmin 4? What the heck?
I know. Well, my heart.
Yeah,
desire-
Pikmin 5 just came out yesterday too.
Okay, I'm slapping right in the mouth. But no, I was also playing. Oh dang it! I gotta talk about this sometime. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I finally beat that game. I have some things. But anyway, Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island.
Okay, she's
Fun
sticking
game.
with it.
So pretty to look at, and you think about the color scheme of the Super Nintendo, the sounds that were used, and just the overall imagination of the game. It was so fun. I'm gonna give it to Brother Yosh. He needs more games like that.
Go. Nice.
Good job, Brian. All right, it's your turn, brother. This is your last
Oh,
pick.
see, this is difficult. I know this is difficult because right now I have it narrowed down to 4 picks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys what they are, and I have to pick one of them.
I
It
have
has to
mine
be my
narrowed
decision.
down. I have mine
Okay.
narrowed down to 3.
So what I'm hoping is that maybe one of these 4 would get picked. So here we go: Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Quest,
I have mine there.
Sim City,
I got rid of that. I don't think it's as good. I think there's better.
Donkey Kong Country number 1,
Yeah.
and of course Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta
thought
put it
we did
down.
number
I don't
one.
know what. I don't know. I'd start right
You
now.
don't-
It's between those 4.
At this bottom, dude. It's not that good.
The top 4.
It's number 20 of good list, okay?
Oh my god!
It's a great game, but
it is a great game, but I hope you guys do right and pick a good game. So I'm
I
gonna
think
go
we all
ahead.
have the same
maybe-
ones on our list.
No,
The
you don't
game-
have the same ones on.
It's all right. Sim City's out.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
between these 3, and honestly, then it becomes 2. You know which 2 it is. So I'm gonna have to go with the one game that I mean is probably a top 5 game all time.
It's number
for
4.
me.
It's gotta be number 4.
So I'm gonna go Donkey Kong Country.
All right.
Okay, that's fair. That's
yes.
fair.
You know, on this list that
Number
you sent us,
1.
Brian, it's number 27.
Yeah, I know, and I thought that was nuts.
I
It
know,
should
that
be
is nuts.
I
top
agree.
10.
I agree.
It should be top 10.
Wholeheartedly.
So I'm gonna give
but why?
the guys at Rare masterpiece, absolute masterpiece,
Yes.
from top to bottom. Gameplay is amazing. Character design, amazing. Animation design, level design, sound design, the music.
As soon as you boot up the game, that
It was
Iconic.
complete game changer. It was 16-bit. I mean, well, if Super Mario World is like the intro to Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country is like the peak of what it could be and what it was. So, I mean, it has to be. It's
Oh yeah.
what a game. I could play that game right now.
I
It's
think
that
everybody
playable.
could.
After
I play it all the
30
time.
years,
Yeah.
it's still one of the one of the best games. And
Because
yeah,
Donkey Kong
it has
doesn't
to
even
be.
That big of a collection. His collection's really not that large if you think about it. He's a larger than life character. He's everywhere. Plastered. You know
Tell me about it, sister.
you know Donkey Kong when you see him. However, his own
Do
game
you hear that, Nintendo? Do you hear that?
They
You
are-
sons of witches.
Yeah, they are really not. There's not that many games of him, but that one was it. Like that's the game, you know.
I mean, that sold so many consoles when it was there too. Maybe that was kind of at the tail end of Nintendo when they were like, all right, now we're hearing about this N64,
Yeah.
PlayStation, but still, Nintendo had one last ace up its sleeve.
And
Then you
all
had Donkey Kong
the
2,
tricks in that
3, Donkey Kongs.
the fact
Oh.
that you could have like the game guide and find so many hidden things in that game just made it such a wonderful little puzzle. You know, you're like, you can jump down this like hole and there's a barrel there that no one knew about. That was the magic of
faith,
it.
yeah.
It went even further where in the first level in the industrial zone, whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Oh, to get that 101. Yeah, to get the
Yeah.
101%.
You had one chance to do it. You could go back and
Yeah, for the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to do that one special thing. But what's insane is that Rare was able to crank that out in '94. Donkey Kong Country 2 came out in '95. The third one came out in '96.
Incredible.
So good.
All right.
There you go. Those are my picks. That's it for me. I'm out.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the one that deserves to be on this list is Super Mario World.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
good.
I was gonna put that as number one.
That is one of the most iconic games ever. Just playing that one all the time as a kid with you guys or like mom, the best. And the way the level designs are made, awesome. The way the game looks and how Mario had never looked almost like this clean before. You know, he had never looked this
Yes.
clean. So it was
Fresh.
brand new, brand spanking new Mario. He looks awesome. And the levels were actually kind of challenging.
Yes.
So, you know, for a kid to play that and be like, brother, sister, help. I don't know. I can't beat this one. This one's so freaking hard. And you'd be like, I got this piece of cake. And, you know, you would beat it. I love that game. It has so many memories. I think it deserves to be on the list up at number 3. Like you said with Donkey Kong, the music, the visuals, sound design, everything. Characters, squeaky clean. Perfect. Perfect game.
So many secrets.
Forest of Illusion. Forest of Illusion, man.
Yeah. Wonderful.
And you know what? I guarantee you, if I played that game today, I would probably still discover new stuff that I never knew.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
Guarantee.
All right, Kate, it's up to you. You get to pick the number 2 and number 1 slot.
My palms are sweaty, man, and you guys are probably gonna hate me for this one. I doubt you guys have played this game.
This is
but
Angry
it deserves
Beavers.
to be on this list.
This is gonna be some liberal pick or something, bro.
It's
Some
Earthworm
Metroid
Joe, right? Or
stuff.
Jones or something.
Yeah, Earthworm Joe.
That's the bootleg version.
It's Earthworm Jones. Yeah.
Earthworm Jones. You mean Osmosis Jones?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's your
All right,
number
go,
2 pick.
sis.
It's not Super Metroid. It's not Super Metroid, although that was another pick of mine. Number 2,
Bomberman.
I'm gonna give it to Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
That's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's fair.
fair.
Fantastic game,
I'm gonna write that
lots
down.
of fun, very dramatic.
I watched gameplay. It's a great game.
It is great. It's a great top-down 2D
Yeah.
Zelda game. Great. It takes the formula of Legend of Zelda that, you know, when you go back to what it was originally for the NES,
Yeah.
you had the original Zelda where you're just like exploring this map that you have no idea what you're doing.
It doesn't even look good. Like, if you were to go and play it now, you're like, what the heck am I looking at? It's so
just kind
bad
of-
to look at.
Yeah, it's kind of ratty. And then you have Legend of Zelda 2, which kind of upped the formula. It really changed it and made it into a side scroller
Mhm.
kind of thing, mishmash of both. And then they're like, you know what? We're just going to. What if we give it an actual story
Mm-hmm.
and make things just way crazy? um, it became something much more than it was, and launched Legend of Zelda into what.
And that's why I'm glad it got a remake, because you can't. It's hard to play games like that now and appreciate it, just because of the way they look and they're so aged and dated. But when you get a good remake, a remaster, whatever of it, then you can appreciate for what it was, and like maybe go back and watch somebody play it, so you're like, oh, I remember that part, but I have the 3D version, you know.
Shout out to my girl Samus though.
Yeah.
Because I love Metroid also, Super Metroid. But my number one, this should come as no surprise. It's Donkey Kong Country 2.
Okay, good.
Wow.
I'm glad you picked that over the 7 stars.
I'm
glad you did. No, I am. That's the best Nintendo, Super Nintendo game.
You want to talk about like atmosphere and attitude in a game?
Wow.
And Donkey Kong isn't even the titular character.
No,
he's locked up. Diddy and Dixie Kong, they both have their own attributes of usefulness. All the levels are just so cleverly and perfectly timed and spaced out and designed. Again, David Wise with music. Just perfect. It is a
You know what? It's like they saw the success of Donkey Kong Country. They saw the success of Donkey Kong Country, and they were like, how can we make it better? And then they did that. You know? They actually made it better. And that's what you always hope for when you get a sequel of a game. Not like, oh, it's like copy paste the same thing, boo, you know, story's boring. No, they actually made it better. The world is incredible.
That game is hard too, though.
It is hard. The music is like, how did they go make it better? How did they make such iconic music? I love the one, the the t-shirt, or like he's on a jacket and he's just like a ghost. I love that.
What is the music whenever they're in the thorn world?
Boop, 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 boop. That's Bramble Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iconic. Now those levels are hard. Super hard when you're with
when you do any of the B levels when you're like in the honeycomb. I remember that was so difficult
because the music made it intense too.
When the giant bee, the bee rumble, and she's chasing you, you're like, oh crap, she's gonna get me.
And so that's
and it's one of those games growing up where we played. You know how you play, you're supposed to have it right here. But we'd be like...
like mom playing games. So it's like I could go and play that game right now as well. It just has that effect on you. I don't want to go pick up 7 stars. It's a little bit heavy, I guess, to pick up, and it's random.
Well, it gets repetitive. How many times I gotta kill his Goombas? You know?
Yes, exactly. RPG games do get like that. But I will kill those little oh no. I want to hear those little 1,000 times. I will never get sick of that. And listening to the music too. The roller coaster ride one. And then you've got like that scary guy behind you following you. Yes. Amazing. A classic forever.
All right, so let's go over again.
Let's do it.
From the top. Number 10, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Number 9, Tetris Attack. Number 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Number 7, The Lion King. Number 6, Donkey Kong Country 3. We got all the DKs in here. Yeah. Number 5, Yoshi's Island. Number 4, the original Donkey Kong Country. Number 3, Super Mario World. Number 2, Zelda: A Link to the Past, and the number one game of the Super Nintendo console system, Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy Kong's Quest.
Now, I gotta know, down in the comments below, other siblings who are listening, did you agree with our list, or were you screaming that 7 Stars didn't make it, or Tetris 2 didn't make it, or SimCity didn't make it?
Simpsons Hit and Run or something.
Yeah.
Or
now,
Madden, any of the old Madden games from the 90s.
Oh, those are good, actually. Here's one game that I want to, like, what is that called? Honorable mention, sorry. Chrono Cross.
Trigger.
Is it Chrono? No, I thought it was Chrono Cross. Are you sure?
There's a Chrono Trigger. There may also be Chrono Cross.
There's Chrono Cross, but I don't know which one is for the... Oh, man, now I gotta look at the list again.
Chrono Trigger is 1,000% for the SNES.
Now I gotta check it. Okay, yeah, Chrono Trigger. That game has some of the most incredible music ever. I don't know what the Super Nintendo was on, where their music was just like on fire every single time. But anyways, enough of that. Did you agree or disagree with our list, our siblings? Please let us know down in the comments below. Also, I want to hear about Gladiator 2. Are you going to go see that in November? Let us know. Shrek 5, you going to go see it? Let us know. But we're going to bid you farewell now. We've got Brian in this corner. You know, that's good. Kate, now you give us your Dixie. And we've got KT down below. Oh no, I was hoping you go when she gets hurt. Oh, also in Donkey Kong, yeah, in Donkey Kong, the ending screen when you lose, Donkey Kong's boobie is right there, man, for everybody to freaking see. That's his boobie, all right, and you cannot tell me otherwise. That's a boobie.
Massive pecs, man.
Boobie. Comment down below a nipple.
I'm glad we didn't do. No, don't do that, please.
Sorry,
I'm glad we didn't do Super Mario Kart. The game is not good.
It's not good.
Glad we didn't want to use sucker to do that or something.
Even say that in the comments. It wasn't. It was bad. But anyways, I'm Ileana, your host, signing off on yet another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you in next week's video. Bye-bye.